They are, Heather. I don't often get too excited about interviews that I get to do here on the Morning News, but I'm definitely very excited about this one, and I'll bring her in right away. Rochelle Vinberg is a rower, an Olympic rower from right here in Regina. She's competing in her second Olympic Games, and she's live on the phone from London. Good morning, Rochelle. Thanks very much for being on the program.
Hi, Scott. No problem. It's actually my third Olympics.
Third Olympics.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I've got a typo in there somewhere. Well, congratulations on that. It's your third time here. I was going to ask you, does it get any easier? Do you get used to it at all?
You know what? Every experience has been completely different. The first round, I went as a spare. The second round, I went, and the crew, we had an injury. We came last. And this time, I'm going with a very good chance of a medal. So it's a completely different experience every time.
Now, I know that you had some success in the last Olympics. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you came 8th in the women's sculls. What are you hoping for this time around?
Well, we're training for a gold medal. That's what we're going to race for. So.
A lot of people are interested, I mean, especially if you don't know very much about competing at the highest level. What are you doing right now? I mean, your events are, of course, coming up. What is your preparation like? Are you sleeping 12 hours a day? Are you working out? What are you doing?
We're just fine-tuning. We're bringing back the workload, so we feel like superhuman now because when you load and do everything, heavy training, and then you taper off, you start to feel really good and energetic. And we're just doing some fine-tuning. We're going into autopilot. We've been super consistent, and we just have to keep on doing what we've been doing for the past few months.
What's the excitement like in London?
Well, we're all the way out in the rowing course, so we're not in the village and in the city. So from what I see on TV, the hype is everywhere, and it's amazing. At the rowing course, it actually feels like another World Championship. So we kind of have our blinders on, and we're just very goal-oriented.
I was speaking earlier this morning to the CEO of the Canadian Olympic Committee, Chris Overholt, and he was astounded by just the athletes' focus. And I can imagine if you're in London, especially maybe if you've never been to London before, it's got to be tough to stay focused.
Well, like I said, we're all the way at the rowing course, and we're not staying in the village. We're staying in a hotel near the rowing course. So it's like another World Championships, and the whole team is extremely focused. We're the only Canadian team staying here. There's no other teams. We're with all the FISA officials. So, yeah, there's no distractions.
Rochelle, I've got two quick questions before we let you go. Number one, have you managed to meet very many other Canadians, or have you been able to venture out at all into the Canadian Olympic Village? And also, have you managed to connect with any other Saskatchewan athletes?
That's all going to happen post-race. As soon as our race is done, we're headed to the village, and we're going to support our team and really kind of get involved with the Olympic hype and watch all our colleagues. So that's after the racing, we're going to head right there.
Well, Rochelle, we certainly wish you luck, and we certainly thank you very much for taking the time to be on the program this morning, and we hope that we can keep in touch.
No problem.
Heather, that's Rochelle Vinberg. Of course, this is her third Olympic Games competing in the rowing event. And I also want to let people know, if you would like to follow Rochelle on Twitter, you can follow her at @rvinberg. And I think it's on the screen right now.
Fantastic, Scott. It's so great to connect with her. Even when she's all the way in London, we are wishing her all the best in those upcoming games. Really rooting for our Saskatchewan athletes.
Yeah, for sure we are, Heather.